You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Black and White Network supporters, make sure you check out the Black and White Network merchandise store. Link in the description. Use promo code USA First, all one word. USA First, all one word. 25% off now. I'm back. Rodriance for Black and White Sports 2. Well, we're going to talk about Matt Araiza, the former punter of the Buffalo Bills, former punter for San Diego State Aztecs. And, of course, the situation that has come out involving an accuser calling out Matt Araiza, filing a civil lawsuit, is currently under police investigation right now. And we're always going to start this now by saying Matt Araiza could be innocent. We need to keep that in mind, okay? We always try to be objective. It doesn't look good. Not going to lie to you. Not going to lie to you. Doesn't look good. Some photos have now come out that's supposed to be post-incident. And the photos look bad. They really do. But we don't know exactly what happened. There were two other Aztec players potentially involved. But we're going to... The victim has come out, did an interview with CBS Mornings, I believe. To be honest with you, I'm going to keep it real. I don't like that. All right? I don't like the... Let me go on and do a media interview. It to me, that's the kind of thing that actually starts pulling credibility away from somebody. All right? I would think you would not want to go public and talk about this. Now, I know there is a part of this that is a raise awareness kind of situation, but that's, I just don't, of course, we're more private. I think about things like this here in Texas. But she does acknowledge she didn't know who the hell he was. Like, she didn't know who, that he was a punter for the San Diego State Aztecs. She didn't know anything about a potential NFL career. And she went immediately to the police, and there was a kit done the very next day. Okay, she didn't wait. She didn't wait a week and then come out. She didn't wait 3 months and come out. She went the very next day, and which is troubling for Matt Araiza, I believe. Matt Araiza's accuser says piercings ripped out during alleged incident. I'm trying to clean this up for YouTube, guys. Reveals bruises, because YouTube will pull this down if I'm not careful. The 18-year-old woman who accused former Buffalo Bills punter Matt Araiza and two other San Diego State University players of a horrible incident as a minor said she was left bleeding after the alleged incident took place at an off-campus party in October. In an interview with CBS News, the unnamed woman said her phone was taken from her. Her piercings were ripped out when Araiza, 22, and two college teammates, Xavier Leonard and Nalin Ilawiliku, I screwed that name up. Who cares? Allegedly assaulted her for more than an hour last year. The incident allegedly happened on October 17th at a Halloween party at the home where Araiza had been living. Quote, I reported it the day after it happened. I was 17 years old, and I have no idea who Matt Araiza was, the woman said, as her face was hidden on the on-camera interview. CBS News showed photos of the victim's legs and neck, which had bruises. I was crying, and I asked my friend what happened, and I told her I was blanked, right? There is bruises on her legs, or one of her legs. According to CBS News, the woman wrote in her journal the next day, all I keep doing is replaying in my mind, being face down in a random bed, just waiting for it to be over. Yikes. In a lawsuit filed on Thursday, the victim claims she went in and out of consciousness during the alleged incident. Araiza was released 2 days later by the Bills. Buffalo Bills general manager Brandon Beane announced Saturday, quote, "I was having to deal with this horrible traumatic experience that I've never asked for," the woman said. Araiza's attorney, Kerry Armstrong, maintained that his client was not involved in the incident and the allegations are fueled by money. There are the bruises around her neck. Wow. I would be surprised if they ever charged Matt Araiza with anything in this case, Armstrong told CBS News. If she was really blanked in that back bedroom, that's horrible. It's a horrible thing to happen to anybody. But all I know is Mr. Araiza had nothing to do with it. And the only thing that I can think of why she included him in the civil lawsuit is because of money. When the woman was asked about Armstrong's comments that the situation is, quote, a shakedown motivated by Araiza's NFL status, the accuser said, quote, it makes her sick to her stomach. And it goes on to talk about the comments made by the parents, which I talked about yesterday. Salacious rumors grew as fact. There are multiple witness reports to deny the claims against him. The legal system is designed to find the facts and make decisions. They should be allowed to do that. Dan Gillian, the lawyer for the accuser, disputed the parents' claims that there were any attempts by his client to get money. Okay, he's saying she did not try to get any money out of the guy. Araiza, known as, quote, the Punt God, was selected by the Bills in the 6th round of the NFL draft in April. Quote, it's not a situation that I or we take lightly whatsoever. It's very serious situation, Buffalo Bills coach Sean McDermott said Friday. It's just a matter of trying to find the truth at the end of the day. That's the goal, is to find the truth and do the right thing. I can't exactly tell what I'm looking. Oh, okay, there's some bruises right there on her hand. Something now, as of Tuesday, the district attorney in San Diego is handling the case. No criminal charges have been filed. You know, something we haven't talked about in all this is the fact that it's in California, and we know they're very light on crime in California. That would be my thing. If any of this turns out to be legit, if this is legitimate, then I would be worried about the legal system in California. Okay? I mean, my God, think about Deshaun Watson in very Democratic Harris County here in Texas. They chose to not criminally indict Deshaun Watson, even though the police investigators told the grand jury that they believed that Watson had committed multiple sex crimes. They chose not to pursue it. The liberal DA chose not to pursue it. Look, a couple of those pictures look bad. They do. I'm not going to kid you on that. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. That neck picture looks terrible. That looks like somebody that, you know, might have been allegedly grabbed by the neck. I don't know. And something that should be noted, I brought this up before, the Bills took this guy, and 2 other punters were taken ahead of him, and some NFL teams have since come out and said they got wind of something that happened involving Araiza, but they didn't know exactly what it was. They just heard it could be something really bad. So they didn't take him, all right? Some of these teams passed, even though he was the consensus best punter. And look, I'm not going to let the Bills off the hook here because they waited for this to go public before they released him. They went so far as to let Matt Hack get released, immediately signed by the Colts. I mean, they had a punter on the roster that they could have kept. They didn't do it. They kept this guy and cut the other guy that was immediately signed by another NFL team. So there must have been something to Matt Hack for him to immediately got picked up by the Colts too. So they had a viable option, at least in the eyes of other NFL teams. No, they chose to keep this guy. All right. Now that could be, that could be the Bills behind the scene thinking this guy's innocent, and he may be. Or it could be the Bills just hoping this doesn't play out in public, and it did, and it bit the Bills in the ass. We don't know, okay? We don't know exactly what happened here. We've seen the photos now, and yeah, it looks bad. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I said yesterday, people kept bringing up Duke lacrosse. Well, I get it. That happened, and that was a real thing, and you never know. But this does look bad, okay? And Duke lacrosse is an outlier. It is in these situations, okay? I'm not saying you can blindly just believe everybody, because I don't believe that either. But it's going to be interesting to see how this is proven out. All right? They bring up the money, but this guy got drafted late, and there was no guarantee a punter is ever going to make it in the NFL. I mean, you just don't know. You know, by the other side of the coin, maybe he wasn't involved in one specific part of this incident, too. You know, there are two other guys here, so we need to bring that up as well. We also want to remember here, there are some alleged text messages between Araiza and the victim that would supposedly lead you to believe that something, that at least he was there, okay, and something may have went down between the two. So we don't know for sure. We'll see. We're going to cover this. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.